Edge, waifus, psycho waifus, dead psycho waifus. If that any of what I just said takes your fancy, Akame ga Kill is the show for you, and you're also probably 14 and think Hajime from Arifureta has a great design. All things considered, Akame ga Kill is an absolutely atrocious show with awful writing, awful characters, and full of, well, bloody gore. And if I'm being honest, yeah, it's kind of cool. When I watched it first, I was like, shit, this is kind of dope. But at the end of the day, it's garbage. It's awfully written. Characters die when they don't really need to, just to create some sort of quote-unquote drama and suspense. It deviates from the manga, which you've probably heard about if you know anything about Akame ga Kill, and the manga readers probably aren't correct in saying the manga's better. Because, well, the writing sucks. Everybody dies. Spoilers, by the way. Everybody dies. And if you don't believe me, go watch it yourself. Because, well, everybody dies, with a few exceptions. Like Akame in the title. But she's not the main character. The main character is this kid called Tatsumi, who comes from the middle of bumfuck nowhere to go try and be like some important guy in the city or something. And then he gets debated and scammed by a big titty waifu, and then he gets debated and scammed by some rich people who want to, maim and torture him. And then he encounters Nightfall, which are this group of assassins who, assassinate people who are corrupt and shit, and they're, hated by the populace because they're assassins that are somehow well known enough to have their faces be shown. For example, Akame is a well-known person, but hey, somehow they've still not caught her because, well, they have a base in the middle of nowhere that nobody seemed to have found yet because it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's kind of not in the middle of nowhere because they're able to get to where they need to be relatively, reasonably quickly to do their job. But that's by the by. This show's terrible. It also has a weird, like, relic system type thing that kind of replaces magic that's kind of obscene and unbenign. It's also got guns, even though it's set, well, kind of has guns, even though it's set in, like, this medieval fantasy land with monsters and shit, because there's monsters and shit, because of course there is. Oh, and the main character ends up becoming a dragon at some point. Yeah, you'll find out. You'll find out if you watch it. Yeah, Akame ga Kill's an absolute shit show, but it has some good waifus. Like I said, I mean, look at Esdeath and Akame, and Kurome to an extent. And honestly, most of the girls in the show are pretty cute. They have good designs. They're also all psychopathic, and most of them die. Like I said, everybody dies. That's the big takeaway from Akame ga Kill, is everybody dies. But hey, at least the character designs are pretty good. And if there's one thing that can rope people into a show, it's good character designs. They're pretty decent first opening. Because that's why I watched it. I saw the opening, was like, damn, that looks cool, and this song's kind of fire. I guess I'll watch it. And well, I guess I didn't waste my time, but yeah. Go watch Akame ga Kill if you really feel like just watching a splatterfest. Because that's really what it is. Because everyone dies. But it has good character designs.